We're the Indie Projects, Bee and Theo. In 2017, we bought an abandoned property in Central Portugal and spent the last few years turning it into a fully fledged homestead, converting an old stone barn into a cosy tiny home. Working non-stop and overcoming many obstacles, it turned out better than we ever could have imagined. As one chapter closes, another one begins. Our dreams of living even more remotely in a fairy tale forest with space for animals to roam and our passions to grow became a reality. Before we have even moved there, it was devastated by a huge wildfire, drastically altering the landscape. Immense flash floods followed as the land couldn't hold onto the water. Follow us as we carve out our new life on Miracle Mountain.
Good morning guys, welcome back to a brand new video here from a beautiful sunny Central Portugal. This morning is just glorious. It's quite windy, a little bit chilly, but yet again there's not a cloud in the sky, which means I can feel it being a really productive day. I've got loads to do, so I better start and get on with it. First thing to do is let the goats out, but I need to make sure the electric fence is off, which it is, otherwise that would be really painful. Find a high point to step over the wire, just like that. Oh. Open up the paddock door. So I've just opened up and the goats are just lying on the ground behind me, as you can probably see. They are not morning people at all. Morning people, morning animals. They do not enjoy the mornings whatsoever. A little bit like me, to be honest. I'm much better in the evening. I like staying up late and getting stuff done, but with these dark evenings drawing in, you have to get up super early and make the most of the day. And now I can switch the electricity on and they'll be nice, safe and sound all day. So the next job on the agenda is I want to get this tractor onto the trailer to see if it fits. I have measured it, but obviously I've got the transfer box still on. It's definitely not going to fit on with the transfer box, but if I just drive it into position, I'll visually be able to see if it will fit. I can take a few of the parts off the back, like the 3-point linkage and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure it will fit, but there's only one way to find out. I really hope it fits on here because it will make life so much easier transferring the tractor from property to property. It means that if I do need to cut the grass soonish over at the new property, because the grass is going wild, it's so much different to this property. This property we've just started to get some grass through. It's looking really lush and green, but the new property is on a whole nother level. The grass is like a foot high already. My boots are still soaking wet, so hopefully these can dry out. Better not hold them too close because they're covered in poo. But hopefully these will dry out today, because I've actually really missed them, because obviously when you're walking around in the grass, your shoes or your sandals just get completely drenched instantly. Like this trailer was made to measure for this tractor. I'm glad my measurements were right because it fits perfectly. The 3-point linkage obviously will become loose once this transfer box is detached, and then I can just tuck the 3-point linkage up or just take them off and it will fit on here nicely. The key is with this trailer, because it's got a ramp going up to it, you have to make sure the ramp's shut properly for transport, but this is a game changer. Even the width of the tractor is perfect. time to head over to Miracle Mountain. So I've just arrived at Miracle Mountain. It feels so good to be back here and chipping away at the jobs that need doing, but there's one thing or a couple of things I need to sort out inside. So I'm currently just heading up to what is going to be mine and Bee's office, and the reason for that is I want to take some measurements because I'm going to be spending more and more time here at Miracle Mountain, and I need a place to get some work done, like editing, sending emails and all of that stuff, and I want a nice area where I can do so. I don't know why, but I always thought this room was way smaller than it actually is. Now I'm looking at it for an office area and there's more than enough space. I haven't actually measured it yet, but I imagine that we're gonna have the desk along this area. There's a plug down there which will be absolutely perfect. And there's just tons of room for storage. Maybe you could even have your sewing area over this side.
That would be amazing. And
I have my edit situation this side. And there's more than enough room for 2 desks if we want to. But it'd just be really nice to have all of our camera equipment ready to charge up. Just have a place where I can come in and all of the batteries have got a little dock where they can be charging. My laptop's always charged. Everything's just ready and raring to go. So width-wise, it's about 2 meters 70, which is way bigger than I imagined it would be. Let's have a look. You just hold that for me. Let's see, all the way to the window frame. 370. We've got a really decent space in here, and I'm thinking, I don't know whether to go for like a really white bright vibe or whether to go like darker, and like, because when I'm editing I like to be like in a dark environment with like mood lighting, and maybe I can get some Philip Hue bulbs to put in these lights.
Darker walls with the lighting in really special places to make it work really nice and not like a cave.
I think the lighting is just going to be one of the key areas in this office, just to give it a really nice edit studio vibe, because these videos don't edit themselves.
It's just under 10 meters squared.
It's decent, isn't it? Mm. So half the size of our
barn.
That's crazy. So while I was over in the UK, I picked up this light bar and I've just put it together, and it looks so nice and it goes so well with my new pool table that arrived a little while ago, and the professionals, they came, they leveled it, they set it up, they clothed it, but I got an absolute bargain on it. That is why I got it so soon, because I had to snap up this deal. It was dead cheap and second hand, and it was just lying at the back of a factory that makes pool tables, and I asked to go and see the second-hand ones, and they were like, showed me this one. It had stuff all over it. They were just using it as a storage table basically, and it's come out so nice. It's got literal copper accents for the pockets and everything, and it's so nice to play on. This is literally my dream pool table. The fact that it plays so nicely for how affordable it was, and with these lights, soon I'm going to have my own pub and it's going to look amazing. And the lights, we've already got the lights in place basically, so all the wiring's ready to go. These lights need to be wired up. The lights that are currently there are a little bit high. They'll probably come down to about here, I'd imagine, and it's just going to light the space so nicely. And soon I'll be in Las Vegas playing the Pro-Ams. So before I crack on with a job that I really need to get done down at the garage, I'm going to have my daily AG1 boost. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan, paleo, keto, low calorie and less than 1 gram of sugar per serving. 1 scoop of AG1 mixed with 8 ounces of water supplies you with 75 vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics and adaptogens. Using AG1 means you don't need to store numerous vitamins and mineral supplements as well as buy fresh ingredients to get your recommended daily intake. Being so easy to make has meant we've kept up the habit of drinking AG1 every day for a year, and now we're really feeling the benefits. Right now, Athletic Greens are offering our community an immune supporting free 1-year supply of vitamin D plus 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Just head to athleticgreens.com/theindieprojects. So next on the agenda is to completely clear the garage. I need the floor completely bare because when I come to sealing it and painting it, obviously I can't have stuff in there. So it's a little bit of a task because I basically got to load up the UTV with everything that's in the garage and take it up to the house so it's nice and secure. I wasn't joking about the grass. Look at this. This is the lushest, nicest grass I've ever seen. The goats are absolutely gonna love it. I can't wait to get their enclosure set up and bring them over here. It's looking so good in here. It's so bright. Every time I walk in here now I just smile because it already feels like such a different place, and I know when we get this lovely grey floor down it's going to look even better, and then I can move on to all of the shelving and the workbench and the mobile workbench and the compressor, and the UTV is already filled with quite a few tools, so that saved me a little job. Oh, that's heavy. I reckon that's enough for now. It's quite loaded. I reckon I'll be able to do it in 2 or 3 trips, hopefully.
Waking up, what a view, it's just you and me. We can float here for hours, it's all that we need. All the weight of the world, we can just let go. Take my hand, grab the wheel and roll down the window. We're as good as it gets, honey, I believe. Yeah, I believe. It's a good, good life.
It's not until you literally have to move everything out of the garage that you realise how much stuff is actually in there. And I've been trying to really limit the amount of stuff that I store in there because I knew this time was going to come. But I'm going to store it down on the lower floor. It'll be nice and secure in the house, and then as soon as the floor's done it can all go back in.
Hit the road, find the coast, we can drive all night. Nothing's slowing us down now, we're on our way. Lift our feet.
There's so much room in this house, it's amazing. This is a bathroom like I've never seen before, full of tools, but it's such a good storage area and it's hardly full up whatsoever. So I'm gonna pop back down and get the rest of the stuff now.
It's a good, good life. Yeah, it feels alright. It's a good, good life. We're as good as it gets, honey, I believe. All the stars in
There's still tons of stuff in here. all of this stuff under here, I didn't really know what to do with it because it was basically what the previous owners left. I don't need any of the racks so they can go outside, and I don't really remember what was on the rack, so probably just going to lift everything outside. It'll be alright to get wet. I'll stick a tarp over everything and I can figure it out at a later date. I just need to get this floor cleared. The moment of truth. What is under here?
Oh, hang on.
It's the cherry liquor.
What were you supposed to chase?
No one on camera wanted me to
Oh, really?
to do it, so yeah, they thought it was a little bit dangerous.
Right.
So I'm gonna skip the cherry liquor
That's convenient.
for today.
What about the olives?
The olives.
They actually look edible. There's not even any mold on them, is there? Go on.
Right.
No, they're not olives, they're cherries.
No.
They're cherries.
Oh!
They smell like they're fermented. That's cherry liqueur.
Oh. There's no way I'm eating one of them. My eyes are watering. I can't even talk. So now I'm recovering a little bit. My eyes are still watering. Check this out. That's a really cool lamp. I'd definitely use that somewhere. Is that the right way up? No.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
it's
meant to
the
be.
other way.
No, it's meant to be like
No,
that.
it's not. Don't be stupid.
Okay, yeah.
The bulb goes in
No,
there.
that.
Have you got? Are you drunk from the fumes?
Oh,
It's an outdoor light, isn't it?
it's cool.
I think.
Really
That's
cool.
Nice.
So I hope you enjoyed my spin. Unfortunately, none of the audio seems to have recorded, but what I'm saying is I've cleared out the garage and the space feels massive. I'm pointing at the wood chipper because that still needs moving out. It is on wheels, but it needs setting up before it's moved out, so I'm going to move that out last. As you can see, it's a really big space and I can't wait to do all of the shelving, build the wood bench, the work area, hang stuff on the walls, have all my tools accessible. I've got plug sockets, as I'm just pointing out there. I'm going to have a big work table on wheels as well. There's going to be room to park the tractor and the UTV as well. I'm pointing to where the shelving is going to go. There's going to be shelves absolutely everywhere because storage is really important, and I've got loads of tools and other things that need a space. I'm pointing to the floor because, as you can see, the floor is pretty dusty and dirty, so I need to get the vacuum cleaner from the project village house because that is where it has been used last, and then I can hoover up the whole floor and it's ready for the first coat of the resin. So, the bike situation. I was going to get towed up the road by Bee in the car, and then I checked the tyres. The tyres are completely flat, so I'm just going to bite the bullet and walk it up. I could do with the exercise, but it's a long, steep road. I don't know how long this is going to take me, but the light is absolutely gorgeous, so I don't really mind, to be honest. It's such a nice place just to go for a walk. I cannot wait to move here. I'm actually really enjoying these cooler days. You can just really crack on with stuff, and I'm not sweating buckets. I am still sweating from moving all that stuff, but it's nowhere near as bad as like a 25 to 40 degree day. I feel like it's going to be a very productive winter. And here we are. I've made it to the house. It's going to be a beautiful evening, I think. Lovely sunset. And the bike can live here for now. Well, that is a very good job done, but we must rush off now. We got to go back to the off-grid property because Tataruga, she has to go to the vet tonight for a checkup. So as I mentioned before I left Miracle Mountain, get out of the car. The sun is going down, and that is why we're back here on the off-grid property, because Tataruga, our terrapin that we rescued in the floods who had a damaged shell, needs to go for another checkup. And look who it is. Ginjey's just hanging out on a sun lounger, aren't you? Absolutely chilling in the last little bit of the sun of the evening. And here's crazy Furrnando rolling around in the sand. Why are you running off? Why are you running off? You crazy cat. And if I walk down here to the garden area, Tataruga is chilling in her pond. The water could probably do with a clean out, but terrapins are very dirty animals. It's almost like she's hibernating. She's just right under the water, chilling out, not moving at all. It must be pretty cold in there now, so we do bring her in the evenings to warm up with us. As I mentioned before, last time she went to the vet for a checkup, the vet was really happy with the progress. The shell has started to grow back nicely under the 3D printed area where she had surgery to protect that area so it could grow back, and everything is going to plan so far. Bee has been cleaning it out every single day, and as I mentioned, she comes and stays with us in the warmth of the barn in the evening. So we've got about a 2-hour round trip now to go and take her to the vet in Castelo Branco, but hopefully we get some good news and it's healed even further. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video today. It's been a bit of a crazy one, running around doing various bits and bobs, but I'm going to end it now. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.